So Gina Carano, in one of the most base posts on X in quite some time, has revealed her plan to sue Disney/Lucasfilm. They defamed her character, wrongfully fired her. I mean, she wasn't able to get work. She ended up working for the Daily Wire in one of their movies, and she has since been struggling to retain her reputation that Disney and all of these weird shills on the social media landscape have tried to destroy over a long period of time. It says right here, after my 20 years of building a career from scratch and during the regime of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek, Lucasfilm made this statement on Twitter, terminating me from the Mandalorian. Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. I've seen the post that she made. I have also seen the posts that her peers have made, and in comparison to those posts, her posts are rather tame. And in fact, those posts don't even say terrible things like all of those weirdos online have been saying that she said. She has not said anything denigrating, anything bad. All she was telling people was to get along with their neighbors, and it was taken completely out of context by the biggest idiots in the world, just so happened to work for the biggest company in the world, Disney, and they fired her. They fired her based on nonsense. She says here, nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is I was being hunted down from everything I posted to every post I liked because I was not in line with the acceptable narrative of the time. My words were consistently twisted to demonize and dehumanize me as an alt-right-wing extremist. It was a bullying smear campaign aimed at silencing, destroying, and making an example out of me. And the reason I want to go through this little post here from her is because this thing is a whole lot bigger than people realize. It's not just Gina Carano going after Disney. It's Gina Carano standing her ground against Disney with a lawsuit being backed by one of the most powerful or / influential people in the world, Elon Musk. He is heavily involved in this lawsuit and has even promoted it on his own page. He says right here, about 5 hours ago, please let us know if you would like to join the lawsuit against Disney. So everybody is probably going to see this post, and millions of people already have. Gina Carano's post explaining why freedom of speech is so important and why we need to stand up against evil. It's a really widely seen post. So far, we've got 15.7 million, probably more if I do refresh the page. And of course, you've got 11 million on Elon Musk's post. It's funny because a little while ago, he also posted, if you were discriminated against by Disney or its subsidiaries, ABC, ESPN, Marvel, etc., just reply to this post to receive legal support. And this was from a repost that he'd done earlier when he was showing off the Disney General Entertainment Content Inclusion Standards. So Disney is just being ousted. Who knows who is giving all this information to Elon Musk, but clearly this has been in the works for a while. And here's the post in case you were wondering who had asked the question. It was Libs of TikTok. Elon, can you buy Disney and fix it? And of course, he gives the thinking emoji. And you know, people are just speculating up the wazoo about what this could possibly mean. But I mean, could he buy Disney? It's pretty expensive and way more expensive than Twitter, I can imagine. And my question is, I mean, should Elon Musk even buy it? I mean, he's got so much on his plate. Who would he hire to run it if he did purchase it? And if he did try to purchase it, would he get pushback? I think it's really amazing, though, that Elon Musk has supported Gina Carano in this entire situation. She said, to my surprise, a few months ago, I received an email from a lawyer who had been hired by X to look into my story and many others. Turns out after sending them as much information as I could gather these past few months, my now lawyers and X believe wholeheartedly in my case and are moving forward. And Elon Musk is telling people, hey, if you want to in on a piece of the action, go ahead and link all your stuff here and we'll get you settled straight. He says it right here. If you were discriminated against by Disney or its subsidiaries, just reply to this post to receive legal support. So anybody who responds to this can get legal support. And they go into excruciating detail on this Disney post on what the inclusion standards entail. What's the first thing it says right there? A1, characters, 50% or more of regular and recurring written characters come from underrepresented groups. I don't even want to read the rest of this. If you guys are the kind of people who go on X and you want to check out what Elon Musk has been posting, then see it for yourself, because this is a huge problem. I mean, imagine if Gina Carano ends up winning this. I believe that her case involves her asking for defamatory compensation, so about $75,000 for her role in The Mandalorian. I believe she was supposed to be in a Rangers type series in the future, and that ended up getting canned because she ended up getting canned. I don't know the full story around that, but she is asking for compensation, although a bunch of idiots on Twitter are saying, oh, she just wants her job back and she wants Disney to give her job back. She's begging. But you have no idea the amount of harassment that this lady has dealt with is astronomical. If you check out this post right here from Data Racer, you can see that this is just one collage of a bunch of insults that were cast at this lady, okay? She was sent death threats. She was called every name in the book simply for questioning Disney, simply for a post that was taken completely out of context. I mean, her career was essentially ruined, save for the people who were actually supporting her at that time and were able to help her out of this messy situation. Now she has more support than ever. And millions of people are getting her back as well. She has tons of support from a lot of big names. And I think it's safe to say that for the most part, people are against Disney in this situation, as they should be. Gina Carano was probably the most enjoyable part of The Mandalorian, save for Baby Yoda, for the first couple of seasons. A shame she did not return. It was not her fault, of course. If you look at Pedro Pascal's posts, that was her co-worker at the time, he basically called half the United States Nazis. So there's a lot to question when we're talking about Gina Carano and how damaging her words are. We all know how in danger free speech is from a bunch of people who like to cancel others for no reason, cancel pigs, I should say. And this is just the beginning, because if Disney loses out on this lawsuit, who knows what kind of cards will be coming crashing down as a result of this. I know that Nelson Peltz has been speculated to be hovering like a vulture, considering a hostile takeover of Disney, or at least that's what people are saying. And there are other people suggesting that Elon Musk and Nelson Peltz might even be working together to get this done through Gina Carano's suing of Disney. This is huge. I mean, if you are on the side of free speech, I would say that this is a win. Elon Musk backing this, I mean, it basically guarantees that it will at least be heard by the courts. If it does reach discovery and we're able to get into this case and see exactly what went wrong and who tried to mess up Gina Carano's life, I believe that it will be disastrous for Disney in the long term. I'm going to keep tabs on this situation and see how it develops. It's truly exciting because we've been waiting for someone to stand up to Disney for a long time. And I think Elon Musk going on his rant on stage that one night was a really good precursor to what we are seeing today. It is clear that he has something against Disney and that he has been planning to take on Disney for some of the nonsense. Who knows who he's speaking on behalf of, but it is clear that he is willing to support people who are going through trouble with Disney legally. So it's going to be interesting to see how this develops. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't had the chance to like and share it with your friends, that would be awesome. And hey, if you're feeling ultra spicy, consider subscribing to my channel so that you're always up to date on what kind of thing I've got going on. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Later. Meow, meow.